much, Mr. President. Before we take up other matters, our distinguished colleague, the Senate President pro tempore, wishes to avail of the privilege hour. May we recognize Senator Panfilo Ping Lacson.
The President pro tem, Senator Ping Lacson, is recognized.
Nagkagirian pa ata sila dito eh.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, distinguished Majority Leader, thank you for allowing me to have the floor on a matter of personal and collective privilege.
Yung?
Much as I would like to abide by the elders, what my elders had taught me, that, and I quote, silence is the best response to nonsense. I'm constrained to take the floor to set the record straight and correct the prevarications spewed on this very floor by one of our colleagues, namely Senator Rodante Marcoleta.
Agoy!
While in his two recent privilege speeches, he mostly referred to this representation as the BRC chairman, in my manifestation today, I will refer to him by his name. Like on many past occasions, I could have effortlessly dismissed Senator Marcoleta's statements as I refuse to dignify his ego-driven provocations. But when the attacks shift from professional to obsessively personal,
Obsessed!
I must shut the whole political circus down.
Yun! Shut down the political circus. Diyos ko po Lord, Marcoleta.
Firmly, completely, and without ambiguity. Dahil gusto din lamang ni Senator Marcoleta na lagi siyang bida bilang dating chairman man ng BRC o sa usaping West Philippine Sea o anumang issue involving China o dili kaya ay sa usaping restitution na mag-asawang Diskaya, siya na nga ang tunay na bida sa aking magiging pahayag sa mga
Lord.
sandaling ito ngayong hapon. Memory is short, Mr. President. With that said, and with your indulgence, let me refresh our memory on the historical background of the animosities, or shall I say, why the gentleman from Tarlac and Pampanga, Senator Rodante Marcoleta, has become so obsessed with tagging and bad-mouthing this representation, as he has become obsessed with defending China in many fora, like in the confirmation hearing of 35 senior officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, but especially when he interpolated our distinguished colleague from the majority bloc, Senator Francis Kiko Pangilinan, when he sponsored and defended Senate Resolution number 37 last February 2. So obsessed that he had to resort to rigorous stalking of all my interviews and social media updates, nitpicking from every statement I uttered, and tricking this august chamber to cry foul, armed with nothing but his draining litany. Since Senator Marcoleta apparently knows every word I say in my media interviews and every move I make in this chamber, napilitan akong balikan ang napakaraming pagkakataon na ako ay naging paksa ng kanya mga personal na atake. Perhaps, Mr. President, it started when this representation inquired about Senator Marcoleta's hilaw interpretation of Senate rules relative to his motion to dismiss in the impeachment case against Vice President Sara Duterte last year. Thus, on August 6, 2025, I manifested my inquiry regarding Senator Marcoleta's arguments calling for the dismissal of the impeachment case against Vice President Sara Duterte using Section 135 of the Senate rules. I highlighted that nowhere in our rules can we find a provision on a motion to dismiss, nor is there a suppletory application of the rules of court and other references like the Riddick's Manual, etc., to accommodate such a motion. I merely raised a parliamentary inquiry into how we can deal with the said motion to dismiss an impeachment case, given that we were then constituted as a legislative body in plenary session and not as an impeachment court. It was supposed to be a simple parliamentary inquiry from what I considered then, and I quote, medyo hilaw na interpretation ng ating Honorable Marcoleta, unquote. Ewan ko, Mr. President, simula nang nasopla ko si Senator Marcoleta sa floor, ay tila
Simula ng masoplak si Marcoleta. Anong nangyari, Senator Lacson? Magmula ng sinoplak mo siya.
Ewan ko, Mr. President, simula nang nasopla ko si Senator Marcoleta sa floor, ay tila nagtanim na siya ng poot sa kanyang dibdib.
Oh!
On August 20, 2025, I delivered my first privilege speech entitled Flooded Gates of Corruption to bring to the attention of the Senate and the Filipino people the syndicated corruption in the implementation of flood control projects. Pinaghirapan ko at ng aking team na buuin ang aming mga findings upang maisapubliko ang mga anomalya sa flood control na makakasana sa sinasagawang inquiry in aid of legislation ng Blue Ribbon Committee na noon ay kanya pang pinamumunuan. Ang hindi ko inaasahan, minasama pa ito ni Senator Marcoleta
Agoy.
sa pamamagitan ng kanyang TV program noong August 29, 2025. Panoorin po natin ang mga portions ng video.
Nako, may video. Diyos ko Lord. Oh, durog na naman ang Marcoleta, mga kabsat.
Major Committee yung Blue Ribbon, bawal na yung gagawa ka pa ng sarili mong pagpapahayag. Lalong-lalo na kung gusto pagpapahayag mo, parang uulitin mo yung mga bagay na dapat sana doon na ihayag doon sa naunang pagtalakay.
Para may sarili kang expose, may sarili kang person.
Oo,
Isang major committee,
hindi dapat na ginawa pa yun. Kumbaga, kalabisan na yun. Sa tuntunin kasi, bawal na
lalo
yun.
na kung doon sa pagpapahayag mo ay parang uulitin mo yung mga bagay na dapat sana ay doon na ihayag sa naunang pagtalakay. Hindi dapat ginawa pa yun. Kumbaga, kalabisan na yun. Sa tuntunin kasi, bawal na yun. Yan ang sinasabi ng isang taong nakasalamin sa hating gabi. Na yung nag-epal siguro, yun ang pasikat, di ba? Yan ang sinabi niya, Mr. President. Mr. President, tulad ng kanyang motion to dismiss, nag-imbento na naman ng hilaw na rule si Senator Marcoleta. Kahit pagbalik-balik rin natin ang rules of the Senate, walang nagbabawal sa kahit sinong senador na magpahayag sa pamamagitan ng privilege speech kahit tinatalakay nasa komite ang paksa tulad ng flood control. May natapakan po ba akong ego sa aking privilege speech
Yun
na naglahat
lang.
sa kauna-unahang pagkakataon ng mga konkretong ghost at substandard flood control projects? May nasagasaan po ba akong pride sa pagpapangalan sa mga sangkot sa anomalya na sina Bryce Hernandez, Henry Alcantara at iba pang personalidad sa kauna-unahang pagkakataon? If yes, I refuse to apologize and feed on Senator Marcoleta's ego and pride. On September 9
Diyos ko Lord, durog.
after the leadership change and subsequent reorganization of Senate committees, including the Blue Ribbon Committee with me as its chairman, hindi na lalo nakamove on si Senator Marcoleta.
Oh.
I was met with a barrage of undue criticisms by the former chairman, Senator Marcoleta. Much of it characterized by a profound lack of respect for both this representation and the Blue Ribbon Committee. During the 23 September 2025 public hearing of the Blue Ribbon Committee, Senator Marcoleta disrupted the proceedings when he raised what he called a prejudicial question on my impartiality as the chairman, following a media interview where I simply answered a question about which among the source persons, in my opinion, between his favorite Diskaya couple and Bryce Hernandez of the famed BGC Boys appeared more credible.
Ay,
Siguro,
kuy.
nakakalimutan na
Within the favorite couple, Diskaya couple, Diyos
ni
ko Lord.
Senator Marcoleta ang cases assigned for reading nung nasa law school pa siya.
Oh,
The
ala ka ta!
Supreme Court in the case of Berbari versus Honorable Pedro Concepcion, GR number 16189, February 26, 1920. The court explained that, and I quote, prejudicial question is understood in law to be that which must precede the criminal action, that which requires a decision before a final judgment is rendered in the principal action with which said question is closely connected. Not all previous questions are prejudicial, although all prejudicial questions are necessarily previous. Hindi ko na nga siya pinatulan sa issue na yon para hindi ma-disrupt ang pagdinig kahit mali-mali dahil sa pagsasalang-alang sa kanya bilang isang abogado na dapat ay alam niyang applicable lamang ang prejudicial question sa mga criminal cases.
Aray ko po, abogado yung nilelekturan, mga kakabsat, Diyos ko Lord.
Well, dapat. He exposed his ignorance as a member of the bar,
Agoy!
particularly on the revised rules on criminal procedure, even as he invoked the issue of impartiality at the top of his voice and out of order and decorum, continuously interrupting the chairman and everybody else, while shamelessly appearing to act as counsel for the Diskaya couple,
Agoy.
without even disclosing before the committee members that one of his family members was an
Yun
independent
lang, one of his family members. Kung di tayo nagkakamali dyan, kahit yung asawa niya yan, no? Diyos ko Lord.
director of insurance companies that provided bonds for contractors owned by the 260 7 billion peso flood control contractors, Curly and Sara Diskaya.
Diyos ko